We all experience conflict in our lives. In the workplace, where people are always interacting, conflicts are both inevitable and normal. Conflict can happen when there are changes in workload or performance expectations, or because of different styles or personalities. When we experience conflict, we can often benefit from some help to get back on track. Mediation can do just that. Shared Neutrals is a cooperative agreement between various government agencies. Shared Neutrals uses mediation to address and resolve conflict.
This new person's very unwilling, Nia. You know Nia?
Oh, Nia, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought she looked like she was doing a good job.
She's on the computer all the time.
That's not
and
good.
She's supposed to be my assistant at halftime, and I thought she was here to help me, and she's not.
Well, you guys are supposed to work together. I mean, isn't that, you guys are supposed to
She's not working with me. She's not working with me.
Well, have you talked to her? You guys should, if you talk it out, because I really don't have time to deal with this, and just talk to her. She seems like a really nice person, and you're a really nice person. You'll work it out. I'm real sure you will. I just really don't have the time right now, but you talk to her and let's see.
I'll try, Mr. Connell.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Hi, Nia. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, how doing fine. What's up?
Well, not good. I'm not doing very well.
Oh, that's too bad. What's
yeah,
the
my
problem?
first 2 weeks have been pretty difficult. I feel like there's weird happenings in the office, like pages missing from reports, and people just aren't making it positive for me here. I feel like I'm in a hostile working environment.
Change occurs in the workplace. Changes usually entail conflict. A typical byproduct of that is a slowdown of productivity, whether that's in an actual work status or just the conflict itself. Interpersonal relationships can cause a slowdown or a lack of productivity. By using mediation, if we can take care of and eliminate those misunderstandings by being heard, a natural byproduct of that is going to be productivity going up.
Mediation is a conversation between the parties who are involved in the conflict. The mediator is there to help with the conversation. The main objective of mediation is to address the issues that are presented by all the parties involved. There are established standards of practice that must be followed during a mediation. There are 3 important features of mediation. Mediation is voluntary, mediation is confidential, and mediation is collaborative. Another standard of practice is that the mediator does not represent one party or the other. A mediator is a trained neutral. The mediator is impartial. The mediator does not take sides. A mediator is there to help everyone sort out and discuss their priorities and concerns.
I try and encourage people to handle the problems themselves, but this hostile thing's got me concerned. Have you heard of this thing called mediation?
No. What's mediation?
Well, it's where a neutral person comes in to help you guys solve your problem. That might be the thing that, I haven't been in one myself, but that might be the thing that helps you guys figure this out.
That's fine. I'll give it a try as long as it helps me get my job done, because that's what I'm here, sir, is to get my job done.
Well, good. That's real good. Okay, well, let me check into it, and I'll get back to you.
Cool. Thanks.
Thanks, Kevin, for having me.
Sure.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about why I'm here?
Sure. Well, a couple of my employees, Nia and Marcy, are having some difficulty getting along, and they've both come to me individually to talk about what the problem is. And I try and let the employees solve interpersonal problems themselves. And then I remembered when I was talking with Nia about mediation, and I thought, well, this might be something that we could look into. But I have a kind of an idea of what mediation is, but I don't know exactly what to expect.
If you decide that mediation is something you'd like to try, someone in your agency can answer your questions and help you set up a mediation that is right for your situation. Now, let's take a closer look at mediation, what it means, how it works, and how it might help to turn around a conflict. A component of all mediation is that the parties will sign a consent form before the mediation can begin.
One of the highlights of mediation is that it's confidential, and that basically means that I'm not going to share any information that either of you tell me today with anyone, including Kevin. I did meet with Kevin briefly. He didn't tell me much information other than the two of you were having a difficult time working together. But he basically agreed to the same thing, that what we say in here stays in here. I will take some notes today, and after the mediation's over, I will destroy those notes. Tell me about your workload. You mentioned that previously.
Oh, they have fired or laid off 3 people.
Okay.
And not replaced them. Mr. Cornwell said Nia would be with me. Half of her job was with me to help me. She's one half of person replacing 3 people. And I do payroll. I do all the books, accounts receivable. I do all the billing, everything.
Okay.
There is no money if I don't do the work.
Okay.
And nobody gets paid. And I'm overwhelmed. I have been here 25 years.
Okay.
Working. I am so stressed. My husband's never seen me like this.
Pretty bad time.
It's pretty awful. And her attitude is just so brash and so rude to me. I can't live with it.
Well, hi, Nia. So, you said that you're the new person. Tell me a little more about that.
Really the only person that had some computer skills. That's what they brought me in here to do. So they're very administratively oriented.
Okay.
And so I come in here with these ideas and they're just not very open to them. Kevin and I talk about, me working on higher level projects.
Okay.
And that's what I enjoy doing.
How's your workload, by the way?
My workload is more than they thought it would be when I started because of downsizing in the economy.
Right.
I've been given
We've
more
all
projects.
been going through that,
Yeah.
right.
So things are really stressful at the office. I don't know why Marcy can't organize her workload.
The video that you're watching depicts a typical mediation. However, some mediations don't go like that because every conflict is different, the people in the conflict are different, and your shared neutrals mediator will work with you and the other people involved in the problem to make sure that the mediation works for you and that you get what you need. Because mediation allows you to control the outcome and the solution to your problem. Nobody decides for you. The mediator lets you and all the people involved in the conflict come up with a solution that works for everybody. What about your workload?
So,
Because I think that's important
Okay.
for Nia to hear.
so what's happened is it was my understanding that she was to help me. Half of her time was to help me, and the other half was to do the computer. So to help me with what's going on now, with the situation as it is, and then the other half to kind of move toward the future as they want it to be, which is computerized. So that's how I've been seeing it. That's how I understood it to be. And
But what's your current workload? Because I think that's important.
I've taken on the load of 4 people, my job and then those 3 people.
So you're working a lot of overtime. Nia, recap for us kind of what you talked about. So you'd be willing to help Marcy,
Sure.
but
But she doesn't ask me to do anything directly. She doesn't give me direct order. I'm not saying she's not good at delegation, but she just expects me to pick up where these other 3 people left off. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but I don't go to her and say, give me more work.
okay.
And I think that that's where the animosity lies.
Do you two meet on a regular basis at all?
No,
Oh, okay.
we don't talk on a regular basis.
Oh, okay. So you really don't talk to each other, so it's difficult to even share Well, how you might help each other.
Mediation creates an opportunity to improve communication and understanding.
All right, so the agreement we've got here is that maybe as a start, Marcy and Nia would meet on a weekly basis, is that right?
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. And that what you would do at those meetings is what? Specify,
Well, we'll prioritize the known assignments so that, we know what's coming down the pike.
And
Go ahead.
decide what time would be allotted to what jobs.
okay, great, great.
And that could be a forum for if you two are having difficulty with, the times that you're being asked for, even between you, that you could bring that stuff up at that time.
So in terms of the overtime, what you're saying is that I can't get money for that, but you'll encourage me not to work overtime
That's
if I draw the
Correct.
line?
That's
Okay,
correct.
I get it, okay.
Actually, I think we should have like a staff brown bag, because I feel like there's cubicles separating us and we don't really get to know each other. So it'd be kind of neat for everybody to bring their lunch one day and eat it in the lunchroom together.
okay. Manager too.
Manager especially.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
It's not easy, but a shared neutrals mediator can help you, in most cases, walk out feeling that your concerns were met and addressed.
It is a matter of being held accountable. It's a matter of being heard, and it's a matter of being understood. A lot of folks' perception is their reality. And being understood and being heard a lot of times takes the change that occurs in the workplace or a conflict that occurs in the workplace and turns it into a positive thing.
Now that you know more about mediation, maybe you can think of a workplace situation that might benefit from this service. If so, call your agency's Shared Neutrals contact.